Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now, today on the Ryan Awesome Show, I'll be talking about NXT for May 11th, 2021. Now, man, with this show, man, it wasn't, it wasn't bad. It was all right. It was okay. You know, not not really much happened on the show. There were some things that I didn't care about. There were some things that I wasn't excited about. But you did have some things that happened on the show. Some things, but not anything big happened on the show. I did. The only thing I did care about was the NXT Women's Championship match and the Cruiserweight Championship match. Those are the only things I cared about on the show. But everything else, man, it just, I was like, I really don't care about it. I really didn't. But yeah, it was still an okay show. Okay show. So yeah, this is the NXT review for May 11th, 2021 on the Ryan Awesome Show. And if you're new here, man, what are you waiting for, man? Hit the thumbs up, man. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you'll be the first ones to know when my next video will come out, because I am here each and every single week. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. You hit the thumbs up and you subscribe to the channel. And then you hit that bell for all notifications so you don't miss out on anything. And so, yeah, man, we started off the show with a one-on-one match, and it was Austin Theory with the NXT North American Champion, Johnny Gargano, in his corner versus Karrion Kross, the NXT Champion, with Scarlett Bordeaux in his corner. And so, yeah, with this match, man, I really, really did not care about this match. Did not care about this match. It was good for what it was, but I did not care about this match because, man, it's a heel versus heel match. Austin Theory versus Karrion Kross, a heel versus heel match. And plus, dude, they don't have anything to do with each other. Kross and Theory, they don't have nothing to do with each other. So that's why the match was unimportant. And so yeah, we had, Kross, he had made his intimidating entrance and everything. And you had Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory. They were, they were scared at Karrion Kross. And so Johnny, he was hyping up Theory, saying, you got this, man. You ready for this? You got this. And so, yeah, Theory, he was nervous to get in the ring, but he did ended up getting in the ring. And so, yeah, we had Theory. He had hit a drop kick to Kross. And so Kross, he was still standing up. And so, yeah, Theory, he was showing off and stuff. And I was like, no, do not do that. Do not do that. And so Kross, he had took out Theory. And then we had a clothesline to Theory from Kross. And so Kross, he started hitting body blows on Theory. And he had followed it up with a big boot. And he hit a Saito suplex to Theory. And so at that point, you had Gargano. He tried to interfere. He tried to, he distracted the referee. So that distracted Kross. And so Austin Theory, he had went right after Kross's eyes. So Theory, he had took control during that point. And so, yeah, so Theory, he had threw Kross into the plexiglass that was outside the ring. And then he had hit a DDT on Kross on the floor. And so, yeah, so Theory, he had got back into the ring. The referee was counting to 10. And so referee got up to 9. And so Theory, he had went out of the ring. Dumb move. He could have won a match by a countout, but he did not wanted to win the match by a countout. I would have took the countout victory. That's just me. If I'm going up against Karrion Kross, I'll take the countout victory. But Theory, he did not want to take the countout victory, so he went out of the ring to bring Kross back into the ring. And so yeah, we had a springboard drop kick to Kross, and then Kross had kicked out at 1. And so, yeah, we had a fallaway slam to Kross, and we had 2 Saito suplex to Theory. And so, yeah, we had a running forearm to Theory in the back of his head. So Kross hit his finishing move, that running forearm to the back of the head. And so Kross, he started pounding on Austin Theory in the back of his head with those elbow strikes over and over and over again. And he had locked in that chokehold, that sleeper hold that he used to use. And so, yeah, so Austin Theory, he passes out. So he passed out. And so Karrion Kross, he wins the match. So Karrion Kross wins the match. And so, yeah, right after the match, we had Finn Balor. He had showed up from behind Karrion Kross. And so, yeah, they were face to face. They were staring at each other. And so Finn Balor, he was like, I don't wait in lines. I do not wait in lines. I want my rematch. I want my rematch, dude. I want it. And so Kross, he was like, let's do it. Let's do it. And so that was it. So Finn Balor, he wants his rematch for the NXT Championship. And so, yeah, Balor, he's not going to win. He's not going to beat Kross. He's not going to beat Kross. That's just me. He's not going to beat him. Because you're not gonna put the championship on Kross just to put it back on Finn Balor. So that's not going to make any sense. And so Finn Balor, he's going to lose. Now, what does Finn Balor does right after he loses to Kross? Maybe send him after the North American Championship or maybe the Cruiserweight Championship. I don't know, man. One of them, man. But he is not winning back that NXT Championship. But yeah, but the match, Kross in theory did not need to happen. Did not need it to happen. And so yeah, that was it with that. And so yeah, right after that we had Leon Ruff. He went up to Mr. Regal's office and he had spoke to Mr. Regal. And so he was pissed off. He was angry about, what happened last week with Isaiah Swerve Scott and his crew.
Mr. Regal, tonight's obviously a huge night on
Very
NXT.
Exciting,
what are you looking forward to?
Well, we have the Women's NXT Championship, Mercedes Martinez versus Raquel Gonzalez. And for the Cruiserweight Championship, we're going to have...
Mr. Regal,
Leon.
I'm sorry, Mackenzie, I'm sorry, excuse me. But I didn't mean to interrupt. I came to say that I would like to compete tonight.
Leon, you're not competing tonight. I saw the beating that you took last week, and it was hideous, and there's no way that I'm going to let you in good faith.
You know, and I know you would say that, so I already went to the medical team.
Yes, I
They
know you've
already
been to
cleared me, so I should be able to compete
Leon,
tonight.
I know you've been to the medical team, and you are cleared as tolerated.
So let me
and I'm
compete.
not going to allow you to come...
That's not, Mr. Regal, that's not good enough. Come on,
I'm
let me
not
compete.
allowing you to...
No, Mr. Regal,
Leon,
that's not good enough.
I am not.
What do I gotta do? Huh?
Leon.
What do I gotta do?
Leon, you are not competing. Out now.
And that was it. So yeah, Leon Ruff, he started throwing temper tantrums because he didn't get what he wanted. And so, yeah, Mr. Regal, he was just trying to protect Leon Ruff from, from getting beat down even worse. So, yeah, Leon Ruff, he don't scare nobody. He does not scare anybody. But I love the boldness in Leon Ruff, him not giving up and everything. But, yeah, man, that was it with the segment. I thought it was funny. And so, yeah, that was it with the segment. And so right after that, we had a tag team match. And it was Breezango, Tyler Breeze, and Fandango versus MSK, the NXT Tag Team Champions. That's Nash Carter and Wes Lee. And so, yeah, this is a really fun match. And so, yeah, so both of these teams, they're going after each other. They try to one-up each other in the beginning of the match. And so, yeah, we had a drop kick to Fandango from Carter. And so I love this spot in the match. This is the best spot in the match. You had, it was Carter and Tyler Breeze. They were doing a drop down and the hip, not the drop. Yeah, it was the drop down and leapfrog spot that they were teaching in wrestling school. The leapfrog and then the drop down and the leapfrog and stuff like that. And so you had the referee. The referee had got caught in the middle of it, and so the referee had hit a leapfrog. So he leapfrogged Tyler Breeze. He leapfrogged Tyler Breeze, and so. And so Nash Carter had drop kicked Tyler Breeze off of that move. And so yeah, that was a nice spot. The referee getting involved in the match. That was really nice. And so yeah, we had a hip toss into the turnbuckle to Lee from Fandango. And so yeah, we had Fandango. He had a Falcon's Arrow to Lee. And so Wesley had kicked out. I love that move, the Falcon Arrow. And so yeah, so MSK, they took out Breeze with their moonsault, their standing moonsault. When one of the guys hit the moonsault and the other guy just pushes him into one of the opponents. And so, yeah, so both of these teams, they are going back and forth. And we had super kicks to MSK from Breeze. And so we had a running knee to Fandango to knock him out of the ring. And that was from Carter. Carter hit that running knee to Fandango. And so yeah, we had an outside moonsault to Breezango from Carter. And so, yeah. And so to end the match, we had MSK. They hit their tag team finishing move, that assisted blockbuster. I don't know what they call it, but they hit their finishing move to Tyler Breeze to win the match. So MSK then wins the match, and that was it. Really, really fun match, very competitive match, great back and forth with these two teams. And so right after that, we had MSK. They said that Legado del Fantasma. We heard what you said last week. You calling us out for our NXT Tag Team Championships. We ready for you. We ready for you. We are ready for the fight. And we will defend our tag team titles. And so that was it with that. So it's gonna be Legado del Fantasma versus MSK for the NXT Tag Team Championships. So that should be really really good. Now when will it be? In 2 weeks? Will it be in 2 weeks or will it be at that NXT Takeover that they announced tonight? NXT Takeover in your house. And so yeah, that was it with that. And so right after that, you had Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano, the NXT North American Champion. He went up to Mr. Regal's office, and he was upset about Bronson Reed, you know, saying that Bronson Reed doesn't deserve an NXT Championship match, NXT North American Championship match.
This sucks. Hey, man. Hey. Oh, this is novel. I actually don't have a meeting, and I've left the door open for you.
Thank you. You got time for me now.
Of
Did I
course
hear
I
that
have,
right?
yes.
Did I hear that right? Next week, I'm defending my title against Bronson Reed.
Yes, you are. Yes.
First, you feed theory to the wolves, and now this? Why do you hate me, man?
I don't hate you. I value you. You're the North American champion.
Treat me like
And
it.
the marketing department have made you your own headband.
Yeah, looks great.
Yes, and you're still going to face Bronson Reed next week. Good luck. Don't you dare touch those.
Johnny Gargano broke Mr. Regal's pencil that he was writing with. And so yeah, that was it with that. And so yeah, so Johnny again, he tried to weasel himself out of this match against Bronson Reed for the NXT North American Championship, and it's not working, and it's not gonna work. And so yeah, right after that we had Pete Dunne. He was in a ring. He was dressed in wrestling gear. He wasn't supposed to be there. He wasn't scheduled to be on the show tonight, but he was there. And so yeah, he grabbed the microphone saying that he was the baddest man in NXT and blah blah blah. He was talking about Finn Balor and Karrion Kross. And then, he was saying that, I'm the baddest man in NXT. And I dare anybody in that locker room to try to prove me wrong. And so at first, nobody came out. No theme music played. Nobody came out. And so Dunne, he was like, exactly. And so right from behind, you had Leon Ruff. Leon Ruff had attacked Pete Dunne from behind. And so, yeah, we had an impromptu match with Pete Dunne and Leon Ruff. So I did not care about this match either. Did not care about this match. Because just like with Kross in theory, what does Leon Ruff have to do with Pete Dunne? I don't know. They covered it up on commentary saying that, Leon Ruff, he asked for a fight. He wants a fight. But your fight should be with Isaiah Swerve Scott because that's who you're going after. You're going after Isaiah Swerve Scott, not Pete Dunne. So both of these guys, they were going back and forth. We had Dunne. He had targeted Ruff's fingers. Of course, he would do something like that. And so, yeah, we had a top rope hurricanrana to Pete Dunne. And so, yeah, Ruff was fighting back. And so, yeah, we had a missile drop kick to Dunne. And we had an enziguri kick to Ruff. And so, yeah, we had a forearm to Leon Ruff in midair. And so, to end the match, we had Pete Dunne. He had locked in a triangle choke. And so, yeah, he locked in a triangle choke and he started punching. He started punching Leon Ruff over and over and over again. And so, the referee had called for the bell. So Pete Dunne, he had won the match by a referee stoppage. And so that was it with the match. And so, yeah, right after that, right after Pete Dunne won the match, you had, Pete Dunne, he had went up to Leon Ruff and just snapped his fingers. And Leon Ruff, he was screaming in pain. And so that was it. And so I was like, that's what you get, Leon Ruff. That's what you get for sticking your nose in people's business. Sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. And so, yeah, that was it with that. And, yeah. Pete Dunne, man, I'm telling you, man, I don't know why they changed his theme music. I really don't know. But the theme music that he got right now, man, it is freaking terrible. Why did they change his theme song? The theme song that he used to have, man, it was so perfect. It was so perfect. It had that nice beat to it. When he came out to the ring, he went along with the music and stuff. Dude, why did they change it? Why did they change his song? I don't know. But yeah, that was it with that. And so, yeah, right after that, we had Legado del Fantasma. They spoke about, the main event tonight. That Santos Escobar, Joaquin Wilde, and Raul Mendoza. And so, Santos Escobar, he said that he was going to become a two-time NXT Cruiserweight champion. And so, that was it with that. And so, that was the main event. That was the main event tonight. And so, yeah, right after that, we had a video package of Franky Monet. And she said that her world premiere will be in 2 weeks. So she's making her in-ring debut in 2 weeks. So finally, should have already been in the ring already. And so yeah, that was it with that. So Franky Monet will be back in the ring in 2 weeks. Well, she'll make her NXT debut, in-ring debut next week. Not next week, 2 weeks. And so yeah, right after that, speaking of the women, we had an NXT Women's Championship match. And it was Mercedes Martinez versus Raquel Gonzalez, the NXT Women's Champion, with Dakota Kai in her corner. And so yeah, this is a really, really good match. Love this match. Great back and forth with these women. You know, Mercedes Martinez, you know, that never give up attitude, doing whatever it takes to win a championship, or her first championship in WWE, just like doing whatever it takes to win. And so yeah, we had Martinez. She went right after Gonzalez. And so yeah, we had a cannonball to Gonzalez outside the ring. And so yeah, we had a running knee to Gonzalez outside of the ring. And so Raquel Gonzalez, she took control, you know, during the match, picture in picture, of course. And then Martinez, she fought back with strikes and everything. And we had a power slam to Martinez. And then Martinez, you know, she's still trying to fight back, doing whatever it takes to take down Gonzalez. She had locked in a sleeper hold to Gonzalez. And then Gonzalez, she overpowered it. She tried to overpower it, but Martinez, she still had the sleeper hold locked in. And then Gonzalez, she eventually, you know, she fought out of it. And so, yeah, we had a neck breaker off the top rope. Not off the top rope. Gonzalez, she was draped on the top rope. And so Martinez, she had a neck breaker on Gonzalez while she was draped on the rope. And so Gonzalez, she had kicked out of the move. And we had a spear to Gonzalez on a ring apron. And we had Gonzalez, she had hit a reverse powerbomb to Martinez on a rope. And so Martinez, she went throat first on a rope. And so Gonzalez, she started, you know, she threw Martinez into the ring post outside the ring. And then Martinez again trying to fight back. And so we had a knee strike to Gonzalez. And then she followed up with a fisherman's buster to Gonzalez, one of her finishing moves. And so Gonzalez had kicked out. And so, yeah. And so Martinez, she hit knee strikes after knee strikes after knee strikes. I think she tried to go for a third one, but she missed. And so Gonzalez had hit Martinez with a big boot. And so to end the match, we had Gonzalez hit her finishing move, that one-handed powerbomb to Martinez to win the match. So Raquel Gonzalez wins the match and is still NXT Women's Champion. And so yeah, I did like this match, but the only thing I did not like about this match was the crowd reaction. The crowd reaction in this match. They booed the entire time. They booed the entire time in this match. Now, I don't know what that was about. I understand both of these women are heels, but why boo the entire match? Why not enjoy the match? I don't know. I really didn't know. They really much didn't have it. They didn't have that many heel tactics in this match. Dakota Kai didn't get involved. Like I don't understand why they booed the entire time. I don't know. But yeah. So Raquel Gonzalez, she wins the match and is still the NXT Women's Champion. Who's next for Gonzalez? I don't know. Like I really don't know. There's a lot of women on that roster, you know, who I do see in the ring with Gonzalez. But right now, I don't know. Like I really don't know. I really don't know, man. Maybe Dakota Kai. Maybe Dakota Kai turn her back on Raquel Gonzalez and go after the NXT Women's Championship. Maybe. And so yeah, that was it with that. And so yeah, right after that, we had a video of Isaiah Swerve Scott and his crew. They showed up. It looked like they came out of a Range Rover. I think it was. And so they came out. The camera guy was recording them. And so Isaiah Swerve Scott had pushed the camera guy to the floor, on the ground. I mean, he pushed him. He shoved him on the ground. And so yeah, the camera guy was knocked out. And so you had the big guy. His name was AJ Francis from last week. The guy that got involved in that match last week. He had told the camera guy to get up, man. Get up. You're gonna be alright. And so that was it with that. And so right after that, we had a video. They showed, you know, Johnny Gargano and Austin Theory. They were gloating around, you know, bragging that they beat up Bronson Reed because Bronson Reed, he was on the ground in his locker room. And so they showed, like, you didn't see them attack them. You just saw Gargano and Theory just walked out of the locker room. You had Theory with an ice pack on his neck and everything. And you had Gargano, you know, bragging, saying that Bronson Reed, you're not going to make it to next week. And so And Bronson Reed, he got up. So the guys, you had other people that were helping up Bronson Reed to his feet. And so Bronson Reed, he was saying that Johnny Gargano was a dead man. And that was it. So yeah, Gargano, he trying to make sure that Bronson Reed is not going to make it to next week in his championship match. So he tried to do whatever it takes to get himself out of this match again. And so it still didn't work. And so yeah. So right after that, we had Isaiah Swerve Scott and his crew come out. His guys, his new stable came out. And so yeah. First he came out to his theme music, and then you had some more. Isaiah Swerve Scott, he introduced the rest of his crew, and they came out to new theme music. And so the name of the group, the name of the stable is Hit Row. So Hit Row. And so Hit Row, they walked out to the ring to new theme music. And so they spoke. So they introduced, so Isaiah Swerve Scott, he basically introduced his stable mates.
Swerve is disrespectful.
Let him know.
Very.
Swerve is a dangerous man.
Uh-huh.
That's the way Swerve's been thinking for the last 6 months. So it only seemed right that I go recruit some people that think the same way that I do.
What do you know?
Starting with my main man, Top Dollar.
Top dollar.
Top Dollar. You gonna love this. Go ahead and tell them why they call you Top Dollar, dog.
Well, from the NFL to A&E to XXL Magazine to NXT on USA, I make top dollar every day.
Wow.
And on this mic, I'm nefarious. Yeah, I'm the scariest. I'll make you digest each line like a lariat. First class flight since I got here, my metal chariot. Anybody say they want the beef, man, I'm daring them. They'll realize what's at stake and become vegetarian.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Now,
Okay,
quick
okay.
question.
What's that, dog?
Who hotter than Top Dollar?
Nada.
Nada.
Hey, I got 3 rules.
Let them know.
First of all, the details is crucial.
Let them know.
Second of all, don't try me. You gotta proceed with caution. Hey, check your energy when you come around us, dog.
Yeah.
Or you might get world star.
Easy. Ain't nobody. Shante, ain't it? Nobody even out here yet, dog.
You
Wait.
can look at me and see exactly why they call me B-Fab.
I season.
Because I B-Fab.
Let them know.
It's hot in here.
But unlucky for all of you, that's not all. I rapped on tour with Juicy J.
Flex.
I've lived overseas and I could have stayed. But Swerve said he needed a mind. So I didn't mind.
Bars.
The dime who makes the deals. Like last week with Leon Ruff.
Who?
That's
Who?
a done deal.
See, B put money on that boy's head, so I dropped him on it.
So that's all well and good. We having fun here. But NXT Universe, take a look at what you see in the ring right now. This here is a problem.
Yes.
Together we produce hits. We are Hit Row. And if you didn't know, now you know.
And that was it. So Hit Row. I gotta get used to the name. It sounds good, but I gotta get used to the name. So yeah, great presentation, great introduction from Scott. You know, I'm glad they have something for him to do, because man, oh man, when he first came to NXT, man, he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't doing nothing important, And so they turned him into a heel, and he kept losing over and over and over again. And I kept saying, man, why does he keep losing? They turned him heel. Like, dude, when you turn heel, you should be winning, man. Because there's a reason why they turned you into a heel. And so he had his feud with Leon Ruff. He lost one, and he got his win back. And, you know, and now he got his group. Hit Row, man. Hit Row. So I'm really excited to see what happens next with Hit Row. Now they'll fit perfectly with the Acclaim and AEW. They'll fit perfectly with the Acclaim. That's just me. But yeah, that was it with that. Really good segment. And so yeah, right after that we had Cameron Grimes. They showed a video of an auction. Like somebody was bidding on this house, like this really nice house, this beautiful mansion on a lake. It looked a lake house, I think it was. Yeah, it was a lake house, a mansion on a lake house.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the auction here today. We're going to be selling this beautiful lakefront home. It features 8 bedrooms and 6 baths. Not only that, it has a full jacuzzi and a beautiful pool and deck overlooking the lake and its panoramic views. And the auction's on. We're going to start the bidding at $2 million. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
Hold the phone.
Cameron Grimes.
You can't have an auction without Cameron Grimes. Alan, is that right? $2 million? Go ahead and put me down.
All right, sir. Just have a seat, please. We'll get it going.
Oh.
$2 million, that's no problem.
And we're out of the gate at $2 million, ladies and gentlemen. $2 million. He'll be $2,250,000. Yep. $2,250,000 and now $2,500,000.
Why is he talking so fast?
And now
It's an auction.
$2,750,000, new blood in the back, and $3 million. $3 million. Thank you. $3,250,000, sir. Thank you.
Just put your paddles down.
$3,250,000 and $3,500,000. $3,500,000. $750,000. $750,000.
Alan, can you slow down?
$4 million, sir. $4 million. $4,250,000. $4,250,000 and now $4,500,000. $4,500,000. Thank you. $4,500,000. $4,750,000 and $5,000,000. Your turn again, sir. Just like checkers. His turn. Your turn. $5 million in the back and $5,250,000. $5,500,000. What about a $5,500,000 bid?
Which one of y'all keeps bidding?
$5,500,000. $5,750,000. Just give me $6 million. $6 million. Got it. And now $6,500,000. $7 million. $7 million and $7,500,000.
$8 million.
$8 million, ladies and gentlemen.
$8 million.
Any increase? Going once. Going twice.
$20 million.
Oh
$20
my.
million. Same courtesy to you, sir.
$20 million? This place isn't worth $20 million.
Twice.
I'm out.
Sold. $20 million to the gentleman in the back with the deep pocket.
Who spends $20 million on a house?
Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man.
You ruining my life, man. I've had enough. You and me. Let's go.
You know, son, if I've said it once, I've said it 1,000,000 times. Everybody's got a price for the $1 million man. But you, my friend, are no $1 million man.
And so yeah, that was it. That was it with the segment, the auction. Really great stuff with Ted DiBiase and Cameron Grimes. Like, dude, I want to know, like, where is it going? Where is this Cameron Grimes and Ted DiBiase stuff going? Is he gonna manage? Is he gonna be a manager for Cameron Grimes? I guess teaching him about money, teaching him more about money. I guess, I don't know. That's what I think. That's what I think is going. Ted DiBiase is going to show up in NXT, is going to manage Cameron Grimes. That's what I think is going. But yeah, that was it with it. Really funny stuff from this segment. And so yeah, right after that, we had a video package of Zoey Stark. She was talking about Toni Storm and how, you know, their rivalry and everything, how they got up to this point. And they promoted their match for next week. So next week is going to be Toni Storm versus Zoey Stark next week. So it's a rematch, their takeover rematch. And so yeah, right after that we had a match, and it was Oney Lorcan with Pete Dunne in his corner versus Kyle O'Reilly. And so yeah, both of these guys, they try to outmaneuver each other. And so yeah, we had an arm bar on a rope to Lorcan. And so yeah, both of these guys, they were going back and forth with strikes and chops. And then we had kicks to Lorcan. And so O'Reilly, he had locked in a guillotine choke. And so, you know, O'Reilly, he had let go of the hold, and so he had caught Lorcan with a knee strike to the chest. And so, yeah, we had a brain buster to Lorcan. I love that move, the brain buster. So he hit that brain buster to Oney Lorcan. And so to end the match, we had a diving knee drop to Oney Lorcan to win the match. So Kyle O'Reilly, he wins the match. You know, really good match, really good. It was good. You know, not really much happened in the match, but it was still good. And so, yeah, so Kyle O'Reilly, he had won the match. And so right after the match, yeah, Pete Dunne and Oney Lorcan, they had attacked Kyle O'Reilly. And so at that point, I was like, what? I was like, dude, Oney Lorcan, he no-sold Kyle O'Reilly's finishing move, that diving knee drop. So I did not like that. And so yeah, they both beat down Kyle O'Reilly. And so they started ganging up on him. And so right after that, so Bobby Fish had came out. So Bobby Fish he had came out. He started beating up Oney Lorcan and Pete Dunne. And so he had took them out. And so so Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish they started looking at each other. They were staring at each other. And so Kyle O'Reilly he was thanking Bobby Fish for helping him out and everything. And so and so Kyle O'Reilly he was like, "Hey Bobby, I'm doing my own thing, man. I'm doing my own thing right now. I have my own problems." And so Bobby he was like, "Yeah, I get it. I understand that you have you're doing your own thing, but I'll see you. I'll see you when I see you. I'll see you later." And so and then he said that I have problems of my own as well with Oney Lorcan and Pete Dunne. And so but he said that he'll see Kyle O'Reilly later when he sees him. And so that was it with that. And so Bobby Fish he's back. Everybody was asking where was Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish he came back. Where does he lie? Does he line himself with O'Reilly? Probably not. He's not gonna align himself with Adam Cole, But I really wanted to see a tag team reunion with Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. They were a great tag team. But like, dude, it's like with Bobby Fish, man. I do not see him being alone. He's not a singles guy. He's a tag team wrestler. And he's best suited for a tag team. And like, dude, they split them apart, man. They're not gonna do well on their own. They're not gonna do well on their own. Bobby Fish certainly not gonna do well on his own. Roderick Strong is not gonna do well on his own. The only guy that's gonna do well on his own is Adam Cole, and maybe Kyle O'Reilly. But Adam Cole is the only guy that's gonna make it on his own in the Undisputed Era. But with O'Reilly and Fish, I think they need to reunite, man. They need to reunite and dominate that tag team division, man, because we need more tag teams in NXT, more tag teams. And so bring back Red Dragon, from Ring of Honor, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, But that was it with the match. So Bobby Fish is back. I don't know what they're gonna do with Bobby Fish. I really don't know. But that was it with that. And so right after that we had Bronson Reed. He had spoke. He was backstage. He was pissed off. He was mad. And he spoke about Johnny Gargano, saying that Johnny Gargano is a dead man. And he talked to Mr. Regal about everything that happened. And Mr. Regal had agreed to give Bronson Reed what he wanted. And so Bronson Reed he wanted a steel cage match. So it's gonna be Johnny Gargano versus Bronson Reed for the NXT North American Championship in a steel cage match. So that's for next week. So that should be really good. A steel cage match. And so that was it. And so right after that was the main event. The main event, which I definitely cared about, which was probably the best match on the show, man. And so so it was a 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. And it was Santos Escobar with Legado del Fantasma in his corner. That's Joaquin Wilde and Raul Mendoza versus Kushida, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. And so we had Escobar. He had took out Kushida at the start of the bell. And then Legado del Fantasma, they try to take out Kushida. They try to get involved in the match. But at MSK, they had dove onto Legado del Fantasma from the crowd. And so they try to even up the odds. And so the referee had ejected both Legado del Fantasma and MSK from ringside. So both teams are kicked out. And so we had an outside senton bomb to Escobar. And then during a commercial break, Escobar, he had took control. He had threw Kushida into the plexiglass. And so we had a drop kick to Kushida. And then Escobar, he had dropped Kushida on the top turnbuckle at one point. And we had a surfboard submission move to Kushida. And so Kushida, he had overpowered it. He had fought out of it. And so we had a double knees into the corner to Kushida. And we had Kushida, he had his springboard back elbow to Escobar. And then we had Santos Escobar, he had hit his finishing move, the Phantom Driver to Kushida. And so Santos Escobar had won the first fall. And so right after the first fall, we had Kushida, he had locked in an armbar to Escobar. And so Escobar, he had tapped out. So Kushida, he has the second fall. So Kushida wins the second fall. So they're tied up 1-1. And so, we had a corner drop kick to Escobar. And then Kushida, he had targeted Escobar's arm to set up for that hoverboard lock. And then we had a tope suicida to Kushida, which was a beautiful looking tope suicida. Santos Escobar has the best tope suicida in the freaking business, man. It's like when he do it, man, it's like a battering ram. It looked like he hit head first. He hit head first into his opponent. And so yeah, we had a head scissors to Escobar that dropped him right on his head. So that was nasty. And so yeah, we had a diving knee drop to Escobar's arm. So Kushida again going after that arm again. And we had Kushida had hit the PK kick to Escobar's arm. And then both guys there were trading roll-ups after roll-ups after roll-ups. And so Escobar, he had kicked out of the last rollout. He kicked out of the last roll-up that, you know, how he got rolled up the last time they fought. You know, he had, you know, kicked out of that one. He kicked out of that roll-up. And so, yeah, both guys there were, you know, they took each other out with clotheslines, so they're both knocked out to the floor. And so, yeah, we had a hoverboard lock. So Kushida, he had locked in the hoverboard lock to Escobar. And so Escobar, he was trying to grab the rope, but Kushida kept dragging him away from the ropes. And so Escobar, he did get the rope. He did grab the rope. And so we had a suplex to Escobar in the corner. It looked like a chicken wing suplex, an underhook chicken wing suplex to the corner. And so to end the match, we had Kushida, he had hit the chicken wing suplex into a bridge to Escobar to win the match. So there was no way that Escobar was kicking out of that. Like he couldn't kick out. And so that was a really nice move to end the match. So yeah, so Kushida wins the match and is still the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. And so I was like, man, there was no way that Escobar was winning this match. There was no way. And so Kushida, he wins and is still the champion. And so that was really good. So great match, great back and forth with these guys. These guys, they know each other really well. So of course it would have been a great match. And that's it. That's it for Escobar. That is it for Santos Escobar. No more Cruiserweight Championship matches. You know, he got his rematch. He lost. And that's it, man. That's it. Now, with Escobar, I know what's next for him. I will send Santos Escobar after the NXT North American Championship. That's just me. I would send him after the North American Championship because he's been competing for that Cruiserweight title for over and over and over again. He's been the Cruiserweight champion. At first, they done nothing with the Cruiserweight Championship. And now they put it on Kushida, so now they doing more with the Cruiserweight title. And Escobar, man, he's done all he could with that Cruiserweight Championship. So it's time for him to move up to something else. Send him after the North American Championship. And so yeah. And I'm just happy that the Cruiserweights, man, I'm glad that the Cruiserweights had main evented a show. But for the first time ever, it seemed like I think it is the first time ever. The first time ever that the Cruiserweights main evented a show in WWE was this right here. The NXT Cruiserweight Championship match. Kushida versus Santos Escobar. Yeah. Really, really great match. Really great match. The right person did win this match. And Kushida is still the NXT Cruiserweight Champion. And who is next? Who is next for Kushida? Who is next? Who's next? Maybe a Pete Dunne. Maybe a Finn Balor. Maybe a Tommaso Ciampa. Maybe anybody else that's in that weight limit that could vie after that title. I'll send him after Kushida too. But I say Pete Dunne. I say Pete Dunne is next. That's what I think, man. Pete Dunne should be next. And Pete Dunne, he is in that weight limit. I think he's like 205 pounds, and that's the weight limit, 205 pounds. So I'll send Pete Dunne. I'll send Pete Dunne right after Kushida in a Cruiserweight title. And maybe have Pete Dunne win the title. I don't know. Maybe have him win the title. But have Kushida go through everybody else first and then go through Pete Dunne and have Pete Dunne win the title. Yeah. That's what I'll do. But yeah, man, that was it. That was it with NXT. That was the main event. Really great match. And that was it with NXT. Really, it was an okay show. It wasn't bad. Not all that much happened that was important besides the NXT Women's Championship match and the Cruiserweight Championship match. You know. And so, yeah, man. And if you like this video, man, waiting for, man, hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell so you'll be the first ones to know when my next video will come out, because I am here each and every single week for NXT, Impact Wrestling, AEW, and all the other pay-per-views for WWE, AEW, and Impact Wrestling. And yeah, man, make sure you subscribe, man. Make sure you subscribe and you turn on that bell so you don't miss out, man. So you don't miss out. Follow me on Twitter at Ryan Awesome Show. And comment down below, man. Tell me how you felt about this episode of NXT. Tell me how you felt about this episode of NXT. And share this video, man. Share this video with each and every single person that you come across. And yeah, man. And I'll see you guys for Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. Now, AEW Dynamite is the backlash. Is the backlash of Blood and Guts. A lot of people was really disappointed at that ending for Blood and Guts. But yeah, let's see what it's a newsworthy show tomorrow night on AEW Dynamite. So I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow on AEW Dynamite. So yeah, this is NXT, and if you missed my last week's episode of NXT, my last week's review of NXT, the video is gonna be right up here in this corner, and a link to that video will be down below in the description. So make sure you clicked on that link for that video. If you missed it, you click up here or you click down below in the link in the description. And yeah, man, and once again, guys, thank you for the support, man. Thank you for the support. Thank you, and thank you, man. And yeah, man, and this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. Take care, stay safe, and that's that.